Red Letter Series, Part 8, Introduction to the Beatitudes. Next week, we will begin a deep dive into Jesus' word in the Beatitudes, Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 12. We will take each one individual and do a study on the meanings behind each word and their application to us today as followers of Christ. What are the Beatitudes? Each beatitude includes a pronouncement of blessing, a description of the ones considered blessed, and an explanation for each blessing. The Greek makarios, how blessed in the complete Jewish translation, corresponds to the Hebrew word asher, meaning blessed, happy, and fortunate all at once, so that no one English word is adequate to describe asher. The Beatitudes are a bold statement of Jesus' intent to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth, which will bring true peace and freedom for all who dare to follow him as his disciples. It is through those disciples that his kingdom will bring blessings to all the peoples of the earth. The Beatitudes describe the ideal disciple and his rewards, both present and future. The person whom Jesus describes in this passage has a different quality of character and lifestyle than those still outside the kingdom. How to interpret the Beatitudes? The Beatitudes and the Sermon on the Mount as a whole must be interpreted according to Jesus' original intention, or else we will find ourselves going contrary to his objective for establishing the kingdom of heaven on earth. When approaching the Beatitudes, we must avoid sliding into various extremes. We must not conclude that Jesus is calling his listeners to a meritorious attempt at earning salvation by living out these character qualities in order to enter the kingdom. Jesus' Beatitudes are statements of grace, not law. We must avoid making these into burdensome ethical demands on those who are members of the kingdom. There are no imperatives here, except to rejoice when one experiences the blessing of God in the middle of persecution. 5:12. We must not conclude that these are eschatological blessings that only will be realized at the end of age. The kingdom blessings are found in both the present tense, 5, 3, 10, and the future tense, 5, 4, and 9. Reflections and questions. In what ways can you prepare to study the Beatitudes in the coming weeks? Before we begin the Beatitude study, ask Jesus to be present with you and ask him to speak to your heart what it is he wishes you to understand more deeply. Prayer time. Abba Father, thank you for the gift of the Beatitudes. Thank you for your guiding light. Thank you for your merciful forgiveness of myself and others. There is only one way to you, Father, and your arms of compassion and mercy, and that is through your Son, Jesus. There is only one way to complete, utter, and freeing forgiveness, and that is through you. Immerse me in your heart of love. Free me from my pride, hurt, anger, and all infection that sets in through harbouring resentment. I desire to know and exist only in your mercy, peace, love, and healing, in the mighty name of your Son, Jesus. Amen.